Number 1 in the 4-issue limited series, The X-Men vs. the Avengers. Justice for All. Saturday, 12:30 p.m. The air over the Mansfield, Ohio shopping plaza suddenly pulses with a high-pitched whine, as if hovering Avengers Quinjet dropped off two of Earth's mightiest heroes. Dr. Anthony Giroud, Master of the Unknown. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. You there, who's in charge of security here? I guess I am. What? Get hold of yourself, man. We have an emergency situation here. We must get the stores evacuated and the parking lot cleared at once. We're gonna have our hands full. This store is full of weekend shoppers. Somehow we must remove them from harm's way without starting a panic. Outside. Stop! Scream! We need to command this bus and any others that are in the area. You're... Yes, sir. While. Attention Kmart shoppers and employees. Please look to the man at the front of the store. Watch him closely. Good. Very good. Now relax, all of you, and listen to me. I want you all to leave quickly, quietly. Do not run or push. It's working. Mass hypnosis is normally not so easy. Shoppers, thank heavens, tend to be very receptive. At least my mental talents can be of some use down here. They wouldn't be much help to the Avengers, who are up there on the firing line. The Black Knight's calculations are right on the money. This looks like the meteor storm to end them all. The small ones will burn up in the lower atmosphere, but the big ones will slam into a heavy populated area if we don't cut them down to size in time. Shifting part of her amazing living energy to radiant heat, Captain Marvel slags a score of the hurting bodies. And then drawing up to a larger fragment, the Golden Avenger momentarily turns physical, releasing her energy as the blast of devastating conclusive force. Choom! There doesn't seem to be an end to these things, if I let up for even an instant. Never fear, my lady. Brack! The call has gone out. Avengers assemble! And once again, the mighty Thor has answered. If these meteors pose a danger to the people of Midgard, then, by my hammer, they shall be no more! Boom! Let the heavens respond with the fire and fury of the storm. Let the lightning not cease until the thunder God says, "Enow!" Just a few hundred yards away. From the way that storm blew up, Thor must have beaten us here. No kidding. Look alive, Dane. Bogies at 12 o'clock. Check. Pulse blaster deploying. And ready to fire. Pew! That's one less chunk of rock to worry about, She-Hulk. Yeah, you're a real whiz with that thing. Targeting computer, Knight. You sound less than thrilled. I know. This is one mission where my strength isn't much use. I wish I could get out there and bash those meteors myself. I don't mind playing fighter pilot, but I'd rather be involved in something more. Fram! Me and my big mouth. Thor! They're losing altitude fast! See what you can do to help them! I see, Captain. Our Quinjet has intercepted the last of the large fragments. I'll fly on ahead and clear the way. We've lost all electronics! Emergency backups are down too! Wonderful. Without power assists, this thing flies as well as about a brick. Cap, we have to clear the lot! The last busload is all ready to go, CM. Almost isn't fast enough. 15 tons of Quinjet may hit any second. She-Hulk has managed to slow her craft, but not nearly enough. There is but one hope. Stand clear, Avengers! Hurricane! Force winds will cushion the Quinjet's descent. but I must exercise exacting control, lest the winds do the ship more damage. And with the injuries I have sustained of late, I cannot maintain such control for long. Woom! Thanks for the e-brakes, Goldilocks. Not the best landing, but if you can walk away from it, it's okay. I wouldn't go quite that far. Later. Wow, look at what's she doing? Ah, that's funny. I should be able to lift this easy, but it doesn't want to budge, like it's crazy glued to the Quinjet. Come on, you dirty. Alright, finally. Can you sit it down over here, Jennifer? Sure, piece of cake. Wham! We'll take care of it from here, Avengers. National Security Council. That rock's now federal property. You may inspect it for the time being. I believe you alerted Washington about this, Captain. Yes, the Black Knight detected 2 large asteroid fragments falling to Earth, one that would break apart over a populated area. You're certain the other fragment, the largest one, will head in Kampuchea? We've already alerted the Soviets and the Chinese. We don't want to look stupid on this. Relax, it should impact miles from an inhabited area. Something peculiar here. Peculiar? What do you mean? It's unusually magnetic. Watch. Such is the power of the Black Knight's enhanced ebony sword that a single swing cleaves a small chunk of the meteorite and then... Fatum! Interesting. Here's another riddle. There's something on the side that looks like toiled steel. What? Let me see. Then this must be... Yes. Oh yes. Haha. You have done our nation a great service, Avengers. I can't wait to tell our Russian friends about this. Ha 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 ha. A few hours later, in the heart of the Soviet Union, a great rail yard's automatic switching system suddenly catastrophically malfunctioned, causing one train to derail and sending another one hurtling towards it. But as the runaway train roars towards disaster, a burst of Ebon energy interrupts the rail yard. And from the energy burst leap 4 astonishing super beings known as the Soviet Super Soldiers. One side, comrades, Vanguard will show you that he is more powerful than any mere locomotive. Using his hammer and sickle as a focus, Vanguard calls on his eerie mutant powers to repel energy, sending the train's kinetic energy rippling back upon itself, with less ideal results. Zip! Darkstar, that gasoline spill! Not to fear, Titanium Man. My dark force is more than enough to contain an exploding tanker. You were careless, Lanier. Enough of that gas spill ignited to endanger these workers. Zack! I've resigned myself to such sloppiness from your headstrong brother. I expect better of you. Floosh! Back along the tracks, the mutant strength of the man-bear, Ursa Major, is sorely taxed. These cars must be righted. Allow me to assist. The Crimson Dynamo! I am pleased to recognize my new armor, Conrad. You are no Conrad of ours. You are KGB. I may work for the state security, but still the Titanium Man. But you were purported dead. How reassuring to find that the KGB does not know everything. Gremlin! Yes, Dynamo. This new Titanium Man is my creation, as are the armor-piercing shells in this pistol. We anticipated this disaster when my instruments detected an electromagnetic pulse in the upper stratosphere. What do you know of that? I know that the pulse disrupted this rail yard's computerized system and was caused by an asteroid fragment passing through Soviet airspace. But that fragment may also give us an opportunity to right a great wrong done to the motherland. I hoped you would come here. Please forget our differences. I appeal to you as a citizen. Help me avenge the Soviet people. He seems sincere. It's a KGB trick. Perhaps tell us more. While in an isolated cave along the Atlantic shore. Oh, what a feeling. Yeah, dancing on the ceiling. 5 unique individuals are taking a much-needed rest. They are mutants, outcasts of society, feared and hated by the world at large. They call themselves The X-Men. Lionel Richie's music makes me want to sing and dance the night away. Don't you just love it, Magneto? The tune is an engaging one, Dazzler, but I prefer the classics. You mean like Buddy Holly? Come on, Wolverine, you gonna sit there like a bump on an old oil log, or are you gonna go swimming? Nah, sun feels good, Rogue. I'll get wet later. That's what you think. Hey! Kersplash! Rogue, don't do that again. I don't like being annoyed on holiday. Fit, snicket by anyone or anything. Just down the beach, a sixth member of the unlikely crew tries to lose himself, without success. Boy, this sure isn't the X-Men that Charles Xavier organised all those years ago. I still can't get over the way that others have accepted Magneto. He was once the X-Men's greatest enemy, now he's treated like some sort of senior advisor? Do you think that my brother Scott used to be group leader? He'd feel out of place now. I feel out of place. I wish Scotty was here. Or Lorna. Lord, I miss her. Nuts. Why did I rejoin this team? Why? For days, ambient cosmic energy has been building up in Alex's Summer's body. Now, in this moment of confusion and frustration, he knows he must unleash that awesome power. Boom! Was that thunderstorm? No, most definitely not. It was more like an explosion. Just Havoc letting off a little steam. Nothing to worry about. Whee! Too bad Longshot and Psylocke stayed behind. They're missing out on some perfectly marvellous swimming. And so are you coming on in? You talked me into it, Rogue. Besides, the videos are over. Nothing on now but the news. Disaster was averted in Ohio when the Avengers ended the threat from space almost before it began. Thor was one of many Avengers who lent a hand. Thor? He bends the Tempest to his will so easily. Once such power was mine. The wind, the rain, the lightning, all were mine to command. Would that my mutant power would return. Then we might see which of us the element better obeys. And experts at Australian Science Institute agree that a large asteroid fragment exhibiting unusual electromagnetic properties may already have impacted Southeast Asia. Extraordinary. Could it be? I had a thought it destroyed, but if a fragment of any size has survived, I must know. Slipping over the ridge, the Master of Magnetism hurries to the X-Men's customized SR-71 Blackbird, and in seconds, onboard computer analysis of the telemetry from the GeoSat orbital satellite system shows a better than 95% certainty. The fragment would most certainly come down in Kampuchea. That could mean trouble. I'd best not involve the X-Men in this. They would only disapprove of me looking for something from my criminal past. Moments later, Magneto forms a protective magnetic field about himself and streaks away into the early evening skies. Whee! What? The Blackbird's warning siren. Let us go. What's up, Wolverine? Maybe trouble. Better put on your clothes and get ready to roll. Where's Magneto? Gone. That's the problem. After he lit out of here. I checked and found what he ran through the computer. It looks like part of the asteroid M has fallen to Earth. Smart money says Magneto's gone to find it. Asteroid M? Maggie's old orbit fortress? I thought I'd been smashed to bits. Evidently, not all of it. The readings Magneto took indicate a pretty good sized chunk has crashed in what used to be Cambodia. A piece big enough to maybe still be carrying some sort of old equipment. That's reason to worry? I think so. When he operated out of Asteroid M, Magneto was out to rule the world. If he got his hands on that kind of gear again, who knows what he might do with it. Soon at the Avengers Hydrabreast headquarters. What have you been able to learn, Cat? Enough to turn my stomach, Marvel. My personal contacts in the intelligence community say that the NSC thinks the fragments which fell to Earth were part of their orbital base once used by Magneto. They've let the CIA share this discovery with the KGB, and they've leaked just enough information to the media to draw Magneto's attention. There's been a high-level decision in the Kremlin to terminate Magneto, and people in our government are helping to bait a trap. You're saying that US intelligence is playing footsies with the Soviets to plot an assassination? It's not beyond some agencies, Dane. There are far too many bureaus which operate outside the law, though I can understand the desire to be rid of the world-class menace like Magneto. Many have been the crimes of Magneto, but there is no honor in such an ambush. I'm afraid I'm woefully ignorant of Magneto's record. I take it the rest of you have met the man? At one time or another, Doctor, and they haven't been pleasant experiences. Magneto has quite an infamous history, beginning with the takeover of the Cape Citadel. Not long after that, he overthrew the government of Sancto Macro, setting himself up as absolute ruler. He dared try to arouse the people against me, take him to the dungeon. 'Twas not long afterwards that I first encountered the miscreant in New York Harbor. When he found his powers sorely tested by strength, he attempted to slay me with a thermonuclear bomb. Had it exploded, all this great city would have perished. That wasn't his first try at using a nuke, Thor. According to our files, he set a trap for the original X-Men in Sancto Macro with a bomb which would have left that nation a wasteland. Those crimes should have put him away for life. They would have, if the World Court hadn't decided to strike all charges arising from acts committed before Magneto was induced to infancy. In the eyes of the court, he was reborn as a new man. It's shocking that any court could make such a decision. I saw Magneto in the action after so-called rebirth. He attacked me without provocation, voluntarily destroyed a research facility, and abducted and tortured another mutant. If that wasn't evidence enough of all his true colours, some weeks later he sacked a series of aerospace installations in Australia and New Zealand. And the Beast reported that Magneto had also imprisoned the X-Men and was torturing them around that time. If that still wasn't enough to convict Magneto, what he did to the Russians should have been. I recall hearing about that. Didn't he wreck a submarine? Wreck it. He sunk one at sea, killing all on board. And then he used his control of magnetism to create a volcano in the middle of Varikino, destroying the entire city. After the way Magneto skipped out on his trial, I can see why the Soviets would be out for blood. Yes, they're very serious about this. My sources say their super soldier team may be enlisted to get Magneto. So, what do we do now? I get the feeling our spy boys would rather we do nothing. Maybe we should just sit tight and let the Soviets take him. No, that would be wrong! And with the whole world in the grip of anti-mutant hysteria, the assassination will just make things worse. I agree. The world was cheated out of bringing Adolf Hitler to justice. We mustn't be stopped from bringing Magneto to trial. Every individual deserves fair trial. Humanity deserves it. Come punch here. Here on the fertile plain south of the Kurlan Hills, the great temples of the ancient Khmer people slowly disintegrate under the onslaught of the nature and changing ideologies. Here, the world's most notorious mutant has come searching for something out of his past. I'm getting closer. I can feel the field effect emanating from the asteroid fragment, less than 50 kilometers distant. A few more minutes and I'll have a more definite fix. If I can avoid any roving patrols of militiamen, I should be able to locate my target before nightfall. But suddenly... Don't go any further, Magneto! Gah! On behalf of the United Nations, I place you under arrest. Surrender, and there will be no need to use force. And as the mutant's vision clears, the blinding light before him takes on human form. Captain Marvel? You give me little choice. My mission is too important to waste time with you. Thought you'd knock me out with this chunk of iron ore, right? I knew it would be much safer to approach you as a hologram. You were given a chance to come peaceably, Jackal. But peaceably or not, you shall be our prisoner. Thor too? Am I right in assuming you two are not alone? Right as rain, mister. It cost us no small bit of trouble tracking you down. Now that we have found you, we're taking you back before the World Court. I have no argument with you, Avengers. Leave me! We can't do that, Magneto. There's a matter of justice to be settled. Self-righteous fools! You forced me to... Relax. Relax. It is done, Avengers. Though it took considerable effort to mentally mask my presence from him, Magneto has a strong mind. I can't keep him enthralled for long. You don't have to, Doc. These Sikorsky manacles I whipped up will keep him and his magnetic powers under control. Zack! Real wrong, Avenger. If you've got a problem with Magneto, you've got a problem with us. Let him go! No, Magneto is in our custody. Protective custody. Back off, Wolverine. Don't try anything stupid. The only stupid moves are made by folks who cross me. Care to try your luck? Wolverine, this is no time to... Hold it. We're getting more company. He's right. I sense 5 minds approaching swiftly from the north. Attention, intruders. Do not attempt to escape. We have come for Magneto. Deliver him to us, and no one needs to be harmed. I'll repeat this one last time. Magneto is in Avengers' custody. We intend to see that he is tried for his crimes. If the Avengers give their word. No, Lena, we must make certain that Magneto pays for his crimes against the people. Your nation has serious grievance against the man. Why not join us in bringing him before the World Court? No! Turn Magneto over to us at once, or we shall arrest you all for harboring a mass murderer. I don't like your tone, bub. Can it, shorty? We'll handle this. The woman moves to attack. Retaliate, my friends! Justice for the people! Death to Magneto! Next issue. Uneasy Allies.